We started out in the projects, of course, singing out in the projects. See, me, my brother Khalil, rest in peace, my brother TC.
TC.
Yeah, it started out the Lundy brothers. We're Lundy, we're all brothers.
We was playing football one day, and it started pouring down raining. This is a true story. Pouring down rain, and we went in the house, and we sat down watching TV, me and my brothers. I want you to think of the back of our heads, looking at the TV, and there was the Jackson 5 singing I Want You Back for the first time. That put the spirit in us right there. That made us want to sing. That they was the first ones that put that thing in us, made us want to sing. And once we had that down, we started listening to the Manhattans, the Whispers, Elvis Presley. Key guy. Elvis Presley was a key influence also to us.
So we started singing as the Lundy brothers in front of the building. Everybody said, "Hey man, y'all sound like the Jackson 5, man." I said, really? So he's like, he's getting along. So that was all good. And our uncle Jesse D, if you know Jesse, who does Michael Jesse, that's our uncle. That's our mother's brother, Jesse.
My grandmother told him to come live with us for a while because he was too bad. So he came with us. We didn't know that Jesse D could sing. And we heard us sing. Say, I could sing too. So he sounded like Michael Jackson too. He's like, damn, he's in the family. What's going on?
Mother's baby brother. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, wow.
So he later on joined us, and then we changed our name from the Lundy brothers to the LDs because his last name is Daniel. So we couldn't say Lundys without, he had his last name in. So after that, we started doing the talent shows, winning talent shows everywhere. Then Jesse had the idea of, hey man, I seen this country singer on the Staten Island Ferry singing. He had that guitar case out. Money was pouring and pouring. I bet if we do what we did in these talent shows, we could make some money too. And we was always broke, going in stores, stealing food and stuff. Hey, we was young.
The Lundy brothers.
Yeah. So
Jesse to give us the courage because we was scared. Come on, y'all, don't be scared, because y'all my nephews. But he finally got us to do it because we were so stuck in singing in the hood in front of all our people in the projects. But he definitely got us to sing in front of a whole new genre of people, all races and creeds of people. And that really did, like Khalil was saying, that really trained us to be entertainers. That's why it's so natural on stage. You see us.
BBD, besides singing on the ferry boat with my brothers called the LDs, I was also rapping with Mercury, MC Mercury, and DJ Dr. Rock.
Mercury's our cousin.
K1, yeah. And we was called Dr. Rock and the Force MCs. We was the first rap group that come out from Staten Island to go to Harlem World and all these hip-hop places and make a name for ourselves. So we had a big name in our streets of being Dr. Rock and the Force MCs.
They would play the battles between Cold Crush and the Force MCs before the Force MCs became the Force MDs. And I would record these shits.
Legend. Before they was the Force MDs, they were the Force MCs. And they was battling like crews, like Cold Crush and all them other, groups that was around.
Force MDs was battling up in Harlem World. And Jesse D, man. Jesse D was one of the first cats uptown. A lot of people would tell you that was doing the beatbox at that time too.
Yeah. Wow. He didn't realize what he was doing.
Because Jesse grew up playing the drums. You know what I mean? Right. So and, when the music would stop, Jesse would automatically. Right. But he never took it and ran with it like Dougie or like the Biz or everybody else. It was just a part of the arsenal that the Force MDs had.
Rap Attack was probably one of the first successful hip hop radio shows on terrestrial radio, and Mr. Magic was like probably the guy that was like groundbreaking as far as hip hop radio goes.
Mr. Magic was the DJ of WBLS. Mr. DJ was one of the first DJs that was playing hip hop on WBLS.
Yeah. He's a radio personality. Yes,
he's
on
a
WBLS.
legendary personality.
Yes, Mr. Rap Attack.
that really is one of the first DJs to introduce hip hop.
Right, to the radio. Yeah, he broke a lot
in
of
the world.
Yes,
in hip hop history.
Make that clear.
Yes.
He broke a lot of rap artists. He made their careers, started a lot of careers. So that was Mr. Magic is a crucial part. Well, he had a sister that lived in Staten Island, and he just happened to be on a ferry boat that day and seen us sing. And he said, "Hey man, you guys are good, man. You guys are really good, man. You ever think about making a record?" It's like, "Yeah, man, you gonna put some money in the hat?" So he put some money in the hat. So he put some money in the hat, and we talked about it. He told us to meet us at Tom Silverman's house.
Tom Silverman started Tommy Boy Records, which had groups like Africa Bambaataa, Planet Patrol,
Naughty by Nature,
De La Soul.
He seen us on the ferry boat as the LDs. Khalil,
Yeah.
You tell.
I had, I was got a little running around the streets, and I just, took another exit to Brooklyn. You know what I mean, on the low.
You got real
Bung,
cryptic.
bung.
You got cryptic right there, man. That shit happened 30 years ago, and he's still trying to hide what it was.
Nothing to be used against me in the court of law.
Khalil.
No, I had left and I had joined the Nation. You know what I mean?
Oh, the
Mosque.
Nation.
Yeah,
Oh.
the Nation. Yeah, I joined the Nation.
Yeah, the mosque.
Yeah.
To the
Oh,
mosque.
okay, that's
So,
cool.
see, it was 3 of us to go to the Tommy Boy audition. And I said to myself, yo, what if I get Mercury from the Force MCs that we rap and bring him along? So we brought Mercury along. And then later on our way to the audition, Trisco Pearson, was on the boat in his way to the city. And he asked us, hey, where you guys going? We said, yo, we going to this audition for Tommy Boy. He said, word, man. Trisco's in a big group in Staten Island called Cook Corporation. They broke up, and Trisco's like the little Frankie Lyman in the group. He's a little guy in the group. He had the big voice. And he says, can I go with you guys? We said, yeah, why not, man? You can sing. We helped us. We got him in a group on the ferry boat on our way to the Tommy Boy audition. So when Tommy Boy seen us sing, when we came in Tommy Boy's house, he was like, hey, it's more guys than I seen on the boat here. We said, yeah, we had to get a couple other guys here. So that's when we got Trisco and Mercury to join the singing group too. And he says, so we sung, we rapped, we did everything. He's like, Tommy was so impressed what he's seeing us doing. He says, we made no demo. We did this a cappella live.
Back in those 80s, we wasn't really thinking. We just wanted to get out there and do it. But what happened was, when we changed our name, we didn't realize what we did was we gave Tommy Boy the rights to that name.
Yes.
Force MD.
Yo gave him the brand.
So what I did, I wrote Let Me Love You and I wrote Forgive Me Girl. When I was in Los Angeles by myself.
Wow.
You all night till the moon rises up to the fullest peak. The words I love you are the words I speak, cause the way I feel so positive. You're the prettiest girl that ever lived.
Now I have to own my mistake, cause missing you this much is making my heart ache. Now I don't know how you feel, but this is how it's got to be. Oh yeah, forgive me, girl.
Me and TC was just sitting around, singing one day. And basically we used to always listen to like Blue Magic, Stylistics and stuff like that. So we just came up with that idea, that concept of tears, tears. Falling like the rain, tears, tears. And T, he did the falsetto, then I came in with the first tenor and the bridge, and we just worked it like that.
Every night when I lay my head down to sleep, I hope it's supposed to cry, but love is blind. You will see that it's the reason why.
Forgive Me Girl was on the A side and Tears was on the B side. And Tommy Boy put the record out as A side and the B side. But most of the radio stations from around the country says, hey, I like this Tears better than I like Forgive Me Girl.
And we released Let Me Love You, was a mediocre hit. Forgive Me Girl was a mediocre hit. But Tears was our first top 10 record when my brother TC really unleashed his falsetto. That's when he's like, whoa, these boys can really get down. I thought this was like a little hip hop R&B group, like breakdancing and doing this, but they could really sing some soul songs. That really like broke the ice because that was our first top 10 single ever.
Now Tears, when Tears came out, that's when they says, we got to put these guys on tour with New Edition.
I mean, we was a handful. on tours with them, boy, because we was head on. We were serious competition with them because we was both two hungry groups that came out in like 84, 85. They came out a little before we did, but we were both very hungry. And, you know, it came times, this is facts, you know, it came time supposed to tone out Showdown, not them, but their management. Hey, you guys, because we used to do all the flips, pop locking, we used to do all that stuff in our show. And it came time when their management said, hey, man, if you guys don't slow down, tone your show down, I'm going to kick you off the tour. So it came to that, you know. No Auditions, Innocent Bystander, they just loved, they watched us every night. They watched us every night performing, man. So we developed a real tight bond, just us being the big bros and watching them. And we used to watch them, and it was a big, we got a bond for the rest of our lives because what we did in the beginning.
I remember that. Y'all had the sweaters on and everything.
Yeah, we got that from Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers.
Yeah. I was real mad about that because I knew who y'all really was. Why Tommy Boy put my niggas in these sweaters?
Experiment with us.
They got my niggas looking like that.
He was like Mike. He was like Mike.
I said, these are real hood niggas right here. These niggas ain't never had those sweaters like that. With the big F on it, with the big F. I was like, yeah, I know these niggas. So I just saw them rock up in the spot. These niggas would rob you and get right back on the Staten Island ferry after. I don't know, I'm telling you.
They processed our hair and everything.
They did everything to him, son.
One day, everybody was just playing around, doing stuff the boys do or whatever. And TC falls and his tooth comes out. Now, allegedly, you gotta say allegedly because ain't nobody trying to get sued out here. Allegedly, Tommy Boy's response to TC missing his tooth was, oh, he needs to stay like that. It'll be a great gimmick. That way everybody can instantly recognize you guys. And of course, TC's father was not going for none of that. He was like, y'all taking all these pictures, these promotional pictures, and now y'all talking about doing a video, and my son has no teeth. He looking crazy. He need to go to a dentist. But they ended up going to London, and TC hadn't got his tooth fixed yet, so their father went to the cameraman who was recording the video and told him, could you not focus the video too much on TC? So the cameraman was like, well, it's Jesse's song anyway, so we ain't gonna really put the camera on TC like that. So everybody was like, I bet. They do the video comes on TV. And of course, if you've seen the Forgive Me Girl video, you know they did not keep their word. They put that camera damn near down TC's throat, so everybody saw what was going on.
Right? You know, doing our steps, we did a little bounce without stepping anything, right? And we sang Forgive Me Girl, right? And Jesse was leading that song, actually. And Jesse was doing the steps with it. And Jesse's zipper was broken, and he didn't realize it. And the girls were screaming really loud. Like, Jesse, you on fire. And I was like, Jesse, they really screamed for you. I know, I can't believe this. He screamed. And something told me, maybe I looked down, because something's not right. They're screaming too loud. I looked down and Jesse's wing was out. And I had to tell him, says, yo, man, Jesse, your wing is out, man. He's like, oh! And he ran up the stage. We had to finish singing Forgive Me Girl without him. That was the craziest moments in the
Hot Pick of the Week by this very hot group from Staten Island. They're called the Force MDs. What's happening?
Ain't nothing much, man. We still hustling and getting in there.
How was it making that video? A lot of fun?
It was fun because we did it in London.
London, England?
Right.
How come you didn't do it in Staten Island where you guys are from?
Well, we was doing it on a promotional tour. That's why we went out there.
Hey, let's
Don't do it.
Just feel it. Just feel it.
Don't do it. So you think graffiti is chilly, homeboy? Well, you're wrong. It's whack, it's bum. How would you like somebody to spray paint your home, or your family's car, or your bike? Doesn't sound hot anymore, does it? So the next time you do it, think about it. Don't do it.
You're in trouble, son, I know for sure. Cause what you got, there ain't no cure. So take this beat, go home and scratch, but stay away from me, cause it's easy to catch.
Itching for a scratch. It's it. Ooh, I just curve through my clothes, make my pants real high, make me jump on my toes. It's a certain kind of itch that brings on my love. Every time I scratch myself with the spark of love. Got my soul, that's who I am. When I get the itch, I stop the jam, get funky, get funky.
Dancing. That's we used to do what we did in Itchy for a Scratch on the ferry boat to make some money. So we just did all of our favorite artists, and that was another song in the purest form of R&B and hip hop right there. Itchy for a Scratch had the scratches in it because not many songs had scratches in it, singing, rapping, and dancing, doing the characters. So that was definitely one of our signature songs that we really liked.
And we was also on the soundtrack of rapping and did a little cameo appearance in that movie, rapping.
We were clearly one of the highlights in that film. I ain't being braggadocious. We was one of the highlights in that movie. And you know, they had too many actors trying to rap. No offense, but I know what they acting, but they was trying to rap. And it just, oh my God. When we seen the whole film for the first time.
Yellow is the color.
Yeah. We wanted to walk out the theater, but you know, we paid the respect and watched the whole thing and say, oh my God. What is it?
Shout out to the people.
I'm waiting for the right moment to come so I can thank you for.
About the soundtrack of Crush Groove. Crush Groove. The Force MDs was actually supposed to be in the movie, but it didn't work out. You know, they chose New Edition because New Edition was more the younger, the bigger Jackson 5 act than we was, but you know, they chose us. You know, we thought we was supposed to be in the movie because we was more of a hip hop and R&B act than they was, but they chose them. But it was no big thing to us. They said, guys, we can put you on the soundtrack of the movie, you know, and it was a kind of like a gift and a curse. We didn't get in the movie, but we made the biggest record off the soundtrack, and it was Jerry Jam and Terry Lewis. That was definitely door opener for them as being producers. That opened the door for a lot of things with them guys. And it only took like two and a half hours to record, and you know, no one knew. They knew before we knew that it was going to be a big song. They had the feeling, and it became one of our biggest classics.
That solidified TC as the bona fide lead singer. He was that voice, and you know, Jesse and Trisco, I'm pretty sure was little signs of envy in their heart that they didn't get to lead more things.
They had like a fake house, and it's like a set, movie set there. They had a beautiful girl in the video also, and they just wanted us to be natural, like we was singing in front of the steps in front of a girl, trying to get the girl's attention, who can win the girl over, and we see the other artists do the same thing we did, so we must have set a trend. So the other artists did that too. You know? Yeah. That was definitely it was a simple video, you know. We could have been in the bed with the girl, doing all types of stuff. It was real simple. You know, we didn't do a lot of acting in a lot of our videos that they do now, you know. Yeah. But it was a simple video, and it definitely made noise, and that's all that really matters.
Nothing tops. I can see the video. Nothing tops when the first time we was on Soul Train. That was it. That's when I know we really made it. We really made it. I could not forget. I was telling everybody in our neighborhood, we're going to be on Soul Train Saturday. We're going to be on Soul Train. Yeah, right. I'm serious. We're going to be on Soul Train Saturday.
You can't help but be proud of these guys. They've done real well since the first time we had them here on the show. The Force MDs. Their new album is called Chillin'.
If you could fight all the time, ooh, that'd be right. Don't even hurt you, wouldn't be by my side. Just simple arithmetic is all you need to do the trick. Then soon you'll be glad. 1 + 1, 1 + 1, 1 + 1. I can't resist. Girl, you know I can resist. And no matter how you say. That's not what I want to do. Oh, we shall set me free. Oh, here
I go again. That's one of the songs TC wrote. I think he collaborated with Robin Haplin with this. Robin Haplin actually was Tommy Boy's wife, and she was white. And she did a lot of those R&B, deep R&B songs that people think a black person would do. She did a lot of those songs, and We give her big props. She's like vanilla soul. We added the chocolate into the music we did together. Tears, Here I Go Again. She did a lot of our big hits, Couldn't Care Less. And Here I Go Again was a song that TC came up with the melody, and she was playing the piano with it. And next thing you know, we just put it into we put it into the song version and made it into a song. And boy, the people love that. They love that song, man. So we thank everybody for really requesting that song so much on the radio, and we definitely put it out. And a lot of people's favorite song of Force MDs.
Chillin' album cover was definitely much more of a representation of how the group saw themselves.
Our hair is done different. We started wearing the Jerry curls. We have fur coats on now. We got a little money in the bank, you feel?
Girls was chasing us all over the place. You should have seen us.
People just like want to take you home and touch you and kiss on you and can you sign my bra?
We had girls just hiding out places, acting like they was maids. I said, hold up, you look kind of young to be a maid. I just got the job yesterday. Hell no, I ain't. They jump on us, but trust me, we enjoyed the attention. I wasn't mad not one night.
I got a little story that I gotta tell. You better listen up, cause it just can't fail. With the Force MDs, that ain't no joke. We really started singing on the ferry boat. Man, we did it up just like that. We used to go around the place with the hat. They put in a penny, a nickel, and dime, and we're singing, dancing, plus we can rhyme. So everybody, don't you know, we got it like that. We're sitting on the porch, chilling out with hot tracks.
Because we had a show with Jermaine Jackson, and we were so happy. He said, I can't believe we got a show with Jermaine Jackson. Jesse said, I know, Steve, this cannot be Jermaine. This is Jermaine. I said, no, that's the next thing to Michael is Jermaine. He said, yes. Jermaine. Stage at our sound check, and Jermaine walks into the sound checks and see us singing. We was like, Daddy's home, your daddy's home to stay. Just singing all Jermaine songs. When Jermaine walked in that sound check, all that light Jackson voice went out. I said, hey, what the fuck are you guys doing, man? You can't be singing my shit at the sound check. Jermaine sounded like a straight hood nigga. Like, you can't be singing my shit at the sound check. We sorry, man. We loved him so much. We loved the Jacksons so much. And we sorry. But Mercury didn't give a fuck. Mercury just like, man, fuck you too, motherfucker. What you doing, man? Fuck that. He ain't cursing at us, man. Fuck that. I said, no, they never gonna like us. We said, they never gonna like us.
What do I have to give to talk to you on the phone? 'Cause you're the kind of girl that I adore. Your name. I wanna know your name. Please tell me your name. Your name.
My Uncle Jesse. He was the Bobby Brown of the group. I was gonna say, he was Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown.
Jesse was just a little unstable. We felt he was kind of like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He could be nice, the nicest person in the world one day. The next thing you know, he's wilds out. Jesse decided, I want to go solo like Bobby Brown, but y'all never make it without me. He kept quoting, y'all will never make it without me.
You ain't Bobby Brown, Jesse. You Jesse Daniels. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up! I can make it without. I don't need y'all. They ain't lying. I was doing that. But you gotta understand that was part of the drugs too. A lot of times you do that, the drugs is enhancing that.
Has become America's drug of choice.
A potent, inexpensive, highly addictive form of cocaine.
It is an uncontrolled fight.
When the crack came in,
it was a whole different ballgame. It was more addictive, it seemed. People were doing much crazier things to get their hands on.
After a while, we started seeing people get strung out, people that we really looked up to.
Now, I've seen people do cocaine forever, and I've never seen it affect them the way smoking cocaine does. For a lot of people, crack is definitely more potent and dangerous.
Jesse, unfortunately, got caught in the beginnings of the crack cocaine. No one knew the power of it.
Next thing you know, I was buying it. I was spending money like freaking crazy, yo. Every time I think about that, I get a little emotional because I know all the I did, and I was like, wow. And I couldn't stop.
When an artist stops showing up, you know there's a problem. And with Jesse D, he stopped showing up. He stopped turning out for things. He'd come late for shows.
You messing stuff up for us, man. You put the dark cloud over the group, man. You gotta stop this, but unfortunately, he never stopped at the time. He never stopped at the time, and we had to make a real decision.
And it was like, yo, we gotta get rid of Jesse, man. So I was like, I'm the star of the Force MDs. I'm the star. That's what I was saying. I was like, they would say, yeah, all right, we're gonna see, because we can get rid of you. I said, I don't care what.
Tommy Boy said, I don't want to work with him no more. And the group realized that right now he's more of a liability than an asset. So, you know, he had to get cut until he could get himself together.
After leaving the Force MDs, Jesse Daniels was arrested for selling cocaine to an undercover cop and sent to prison for 3 years.
The day that they locked me up, I was on a really, really bad drug rampage. So actually, that jail was a blessing for me, because if I didn't go to jail, I don't even think I'd be sitting right here right now.
You seem to have a preference to sing love songs. Is that something that the Force MDs is all about?
Yes, that's the message we're trying to get across, really. That's the message we're really trying to get across, because we feel the world is lacking in that situation. So we're just trying to really help get it out there, keep the message going about love and happiness.
And from looking at that Tender Love video, there were 5 of you, if I'm not mistaken. What happened to the other member?
Well, the 5th member went solo. He went out on his own now, and he's trying to embark a solo career. And we wish him the best of luck, you know, because he's still a brother of the Force MDs. And wherever you are, keep on doing it, Jess. You know it.
Be in the entertainment industry.
Well, we just hopefully we'll still be out here, you know, making music that the people, you know, would enjoy. And, you know, perhaps we'll be doing more producing, maybe some more movies and stuff like that, you know, because we're very creative when it comes down to doing things. So
the best, one number Emma, he's a microphone trimmer. When I'm on the mic, you know the lights are getting dimmer. My voice so high, I could be a tenor. Floating like a butterfly, still like a bee. There ain't another bad brother that can rhyme like me. That's your brother, your father, your uncle, or sis. And if you wanna get down, I'll put you all over the list. Stevie D, oh what's up, my man? On the mic, get on the mic and do the best. Well, everybody, we gon' rock things. Stevie D gon' shake that boxing. Hey, I'm here hopping, going, not stopping. Watch TikToking, I guess I'm fucking any MC from a minute to an hour. Riding street, they got to be so. I'm Stevie D, kinda skinny and tall, doing this rap right here in the mall.
Okay, Tender Love was such a monster hit. It was hard to follow. That was a hard song to follow. People just knew we couldn't follow Tender Love. And we, at the time, Tom Silverman and Monica Lynch sent these 2 gentlemen from London over to Tommy Boy Records, and they was presenting music. They said they presented a tape, and we want the Force MDs to listen to this song right here. A cassette tape over there, and gave each of us a tape to listen to for a week. So listen to this song and tell me what you think. So we listened. There was a woman singing the song on a demo. Right. So at first we heard the song and didn't really catch on, but you know, after we kept listening, hey, I like this bass line. It's definitely got a little nice groove to it. Yeah. So we kept listening and said, all right, listen, we'll record the song. We think it might do something. They was really high on this. All right, if y'all feel that way, we're gonna do it. So we recorded the song, and we left on tour for a while. After we recorded the song, we left on tour with Madonna.
Fortunate recently in terms of being able to tour with Madonna, is that right?
yeah, that was really. Yeah, we did a European tour throughout
ending of the summer. It happened because she was doing like the premiere movie, Who's That Girl? So we went to the premiere of the movie. From there, we went to this after party. So we was all hanging out at the after party. A lot of producers and promoters and people like that was there. And we was just singing around doing acapella like we always do. So she heard it, and she went and told the manager about it, and he came over, he peeped it out, and we did it again for him. And she said, yo, we want y'all to open up.
Let me hear a little bit of what you sung and made Madonna put you on her show.
Okay, Who's That Girl?
Let me love you in the sunshine. Let me hold you, baby, all night. Let me touch you in the moonlight. Let me love you, gonna make you all mine.
Hit us, David.
Listen, y'all, you better listen real clear. We got something we want y'all to hear. With the Force MDs who travel around the world, we met Madonna and Who's That Girl? So listen, y'all, we got
While we're out there, Love Is a House was released in the States.
Okay.
While we out there, we released Love Is a House before we left. And next thing you know, they call us, hey guys, I hope that tour ain't too long. We was like, why? It says, this Love Is a House is the #1 record in the country out here.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Love is a house, and you got the key. Take me with open up, just let me in. I'm hungry for your love again, and you got the key. Give it to me, yeah. When the night leads to morning, you got the key to take me where I wanna be. Love so hard, I don't wanna be alone in your arms. Keep going and never knowing a better love this world will never see. At first you please me, and then you leave me. I don't mind touching,
Can't forget Touch and Go. Touch and Go. Yeah, Touch and Go. That's another top 10 record that we made. That's one of my favorites.